Well, here we go. So as most of you that know me know that I work as an airline pilot. And as an airline pilot, we're constantly traveling, having night stops, and I've been working on what camera equipment do I take with me if I want to do just a quick video. So let's have a quick look at this. What camera equipment do I have? I own a C100, a C200, a 1DX Mark II, the new EOS-R, the Sony RX100, the little Sony Action Cam, a GoPro. Yeah, what else is there? Oh yeah, the Blackmagic cinema camera, the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, and I have a whole massive shelf of EF glass. So the dilemma is, or the problem is I'm trying to find from what I have, what can I easily just sit down and do a video like this, and then it's done as quickly as possible. So I've kind of shortlisted from my camera bodies the C100 and the EOS-R. Now, how did these two cameras get onto the short list? Well, they both have a flippy screen. Yeah, that's important to me, because with a flippy screen, that means that I don't need to consider taking an external monitor with me, like the Ninja, the Shinobi, or the Atomos Shogun. Okay, which I have those as well. So I'm not here trying to brag about what I have. I'm sitting here talking about how crazy it is of what I've got and what is actually usable. So what are some of the criteria? Well, one is that it needs to be easy to use. Just turn it on, press record, and away we go. The next thing is the audio. I want not okay audio, I want very good audio without having to do too much work on that. And the Canon C100, well, it has a built-in handle on the top with two microphones that you can set the gain on, and that is very, very convenient. The EOS-R, it's got a built-in microphone, and let me tell you, it is absolute crap. I don't care what anyone on YouTube has to say, this microphone is crap. Okay, it's good for what it is, but no, you take it, it doesn't suit me at all. So I've looked at I've got other microphones. I've got a few Rode microphones, and I've sold most of my Rode microphones. And I've got a Sennheiser wireless system. The Sennheiser microphones are fantastic, but they are pricey, definitely pricey. I most recently picked up the Rode Wireless Go. That one's not bad. I think that the saving grace with that one is that you can plug in a lapel mic, and so the Rode Wireless Go and a lapel mic makes for a very, very tidy package that you can take with you, and it fits comfortably into a bag this size, and you got two little units, and they don't weigh anything. they can fit into my what I'm looking for is my extra small compact camera bag. And in the case of the EOS-R, what's great about the EOS-R? Well, on here I've got a polarizer, and behind the polarizer I've got an ND filter that's variable, and this particular lens is a lens that's kind of made it onto my short list as being probably the most versatile lens for me, for what I'm trying to achieve, which is the 16 to 35. But the bugger's got no IS. This is the 2.8, and there's no way in hell I'm going to go buy a 1635 f4 just so that it has IS. It's not going to happen. The 24 to 105 is a fantastic lens in the RF, and it is IS, but the problem with this lens is the 24 millimeter end. And if you want to shoot 4K with it for any reason, then this is just not usable anymore. Hence the 16 to 35 comes in. But there is another interesting option, which is the Canon 12 to 24, which is monstrously expensive, or the Laowa 12 millimeter, but it's only manual focus. So, and I have those, and it's interesting that they haven't made it with me on this trip. So what has come with me on this trip? I've got a 40 millimeter pancake, a 24 millimeter pancake, and the 16 to 35, and the 24 105 RF lens. Now, in this trip, the 24 105 RF has not been used, not one time. It's remained just taking up weight and space. What lens has been used is the EF 16 to 35 and the two pancake lenses. Yeah, sure, I know that the lenses that I'm talking about are not exactly what we would call L-glass or red rings, but you know, they work. The other lens that I have that I didn't bring was the EFS 17 to 55, and it has IS, and that is probably a lens that I need to take a look at again. 17 to 35, EFS, IS. The only problem with the bloody thing is that when it's doing its autofocusing, you can get a little tick, 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 which is a bugger. The pancake lenses, though, they are just nothing to them. That's the pancake lens there. And just for information, that's the 24 mil EFS. And it is literally not more than 25 millimeters, if or less, in terms of thickness. Yeah, it's not, as I said earlier, it's not a red ring. It's not a fantastic lens, but it gets a lot of the job done. So, what am I shooting on right now? Well, C100. Excuse me. C100, using the two microphones in the handle and the flip-out screen. So what am I looking at here? It's recording internally, full HD. It's writing to MP4 format, and you know, it's very, very simple. It's very, very lightweight. Yeah, it's bigger physically than this one here, the EOS-R. But right now, the competition for me and my lifestyle for doing quick videos is the C100 and the EOS-R. It's not any of the other camera equipment that I have. You know, it's the Sony RX100, lovely camera, but why do I not want to use that one? Well, the focal length is one. You know, it's a bit too long. The next problem is, well, Sony. Well, before I had Canon, I had Sony. I had all the Sony. So what I mean by it's Sony is that it is another menu system to keep in my head. It's another format that I need to deal with on the computer, and I don't really want to do that. I think the same applies with the little Sony Action Cam, and the GoPro is just a little bit more to deal with. Also, in terms of batteries is another big problem. You know, you have the batteries, got a battery charge, you got a battery cable, and yeah, it's just more stuff to carry that I'm trying to not do. The net result is that I would like to produce more videos, but I don't produce more videos because the hassle factor is too high. I mean, there is a strong argument for going to you know, a handheld video recorder. You know, both Sony, Canon, Panasonic, all of them have got some really good offerings. Some is even optically stabilized. But I've got two cinema cameras. I've got the C100 and the C200 from Canon. I've got the Blackmagic cinema camera, the Blackmagic Cinema 4K, or Pocket 4K. I've got both of those. So, you know, again, you know, what's the negative about the C200? Well, C200 is fantastic. It's got dual pixel autofocus. It can track two people. It's a fantastic camera. It's a little bit bigger. It's a lot more money. But the negative is it doesn't have a handle like the C100 does with the two microphones in it. And that, for me, is a little bit of a problem because I don't want to carry another microphone. Now, maybe the Rode Wireless Go is an option. I mean, the Wireless Go has, with its inbuilt microphone, you know, notwithstanding the ability to plug in a lavalier mic, is fantastic. It is very close to being an alternative for a microphone that is quick. But the rest of the microphones, I don't care who makes them, Deity, Rode, Sennheiser, I mean, it doesn't really matter. I've got the best microphone that I own and I love is the Sennheiser 416 shotgun mic. The thing is a worldwide news gathering standard microphone, and you can't fault it. But it is another piece of kit. It is another cable, and if I use the C100 or the C200, I can plug the microphone directly into it with XLR jacks. So that is not a bad option, but again, it is another piece of kit that I don't want to carry with me. So, you know, it's this is the road that I'm going down right now. I'm trying to get a camera set up with one or two lenses that is just set down, turn it on, and I can maintain a certain level of quality video. And when I say quality, it's the quality that I am trying to achieve. You know, I don't want to produce cinematic quality. I want to produce a regular sets of videos for the subjects that I'm interested in, and those subjects are primarily to do with catamaran sailboats. So, and it will be I'm more interested in delivering educational content about the catamaran hull forms and in how they relate to using new technology like solar panels, solar propulsion, all electric propulsion. This is what I wanted to convey, and many times I may want to have my laptop open and demonstrate different issues and subjects and show charts and graphs and schematics or whatever. But the point is that for me, it's got to be easy, it's got to be quick and precise. And right now, between the C100, the EOS-R, those are kind of the two cameras that are winning. Now, the downside of it is that I am looking to reduce my travel kit to the point where I will then be able to exclude other things. Like tonight I went to dinner and golden hour on the beach, and you know, if I wanted to do photography, I can't do it with the C100, but at the same time I could say, well, I could do it with the EOS-R, sure, but the problem is I didn't have the lenses with me to do those type of shots, and I think that is where the significance is that I'm pushing myself further and further and further away from any photography requirements. I think that if I will probably find many occasions where I would like to take a photo, but then my iPhone's going to have to suffice. I just cannot continue to try to carry, you know, my flight bag, my extra clothes, my extra uniforms, and a huge camera bag on top of it. It just doesn't work. And if I'm down route and then all of a sudden I have flight changes and I need to position, need a passenger, then I've got all these bags and I've got that problem as well. So my solution that I'm looking for is to get the very best audio, the very best video that I can get using the least amount of gear, which excludes most of the cameras that I have. Now, the C100 has got built-in ND filters. If I want to use the EOS-R, I need to put on an ND filter and a polarizer. Yeah, so you can say, oh, well, Canon has got the adapter to the EF with the built-in ND filter drop-in. Well, where is it? How do you get it? You know, I can't seem to find it. Okay, so that kind of rules that one out. So in a nutshell, the thing that I'm finding most interesting is what camera am I using right now? I love the EOS-R, but I'm using the C100. We'll see over the course of the next week and a half that I'm down route, not at my home base, which camera gets used. And I have deliberately reduced the amount of kit that I have so that I only can work with what I've got with me. I don't have anything from my home that I can then test and change. So this is it. So right now, again, at this stage, the C100 with the 40mm lens using the two microphones that's in the handle, the flippy screen that is on the camera. This is what I'm finding is becoming like the default gear, and it's setting on a monopod, and it's just under 2 meters away from me. Now, if I want to go to 1 meter or my arm's distance, that's it. And hey, it's autofocusing. It's doing a great job. You know, I can have confidence that it's going to handle this. Okay, it doesn't have face tracking like the C200 or the EOS-R, but it does deal very, very nicely with the center here. Okay, so that is my revision on a Sunday evening in terms of how things are beginning to look. Oh, and by the way, the C100, I did a little operation on it. I removed that crappy viewfinder, just completely removed it, 3D printed it apart to fill the hole, and so the C100 now will go on to my 3-axis gimbal. And that's even further supported in terms of operation by using these little pancake lenses. Yeah, now if I want to bump things up in terms of quality, then sure, I've got the 1DX, which is a brick and huge file formats, the C200, which is a huge camera, and it is absolutely faultless, but it doesn't have these 2 microphones in it. The EOS-R, well, what's happened here? Well, over the course of the last 2 days, I've had, guess what? 2 card write failures. Yep, it's a speed problem with the memory cards. Okay, I know, you're saying, are you using the right card? Are you this? Are you that? Hey, guys, I'm in fucking Asia, okay? I can't go down the fucking street. It's gotta work, okay? This is a problem. This is reality. And we're not talking about 2 card slot issues. We're talking about just a problem with memory cards. Now, the C100, okay, it has hung in there, and the memory cards is in there, has hung in there. But, you know, today at breakfast time, I walk out, turn on the EOS-R, point it down the street to take a picture, some video of some traffic going by, and I get this message that says, cannot write the video because of the speed of the card. Well, the card speed is okay, is per the spec, but hey, something's amiss. So the net result is that that's happened to me 3 times in the last couple of days. I've got another card here that is a SanDisk card. Is it real? I don't know. Probably fake, but you know, it is. I'm on the search of the rough and tough, and what's going to survive my flight bag. What's going to survive a minimalist approach that will give me a repeated result, and that's what I'm looking for right now. So, at any rate, this is the first video that I'm going to actually save, and I'm actually going to upload this for YouTube and as a reference one for my search for the my tidy little camera. Okay, thanks a lot. Have a good one.